Bam! What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the show. Welcome to episode 31, which is the longest that I've ever done continuous streaming. So welcome to the Ominus show. My name is Elliot Rodriguez. I am your host, and sweet, awesome, man. And I am your host of the show, and thank you very much. I'm also the creator of Ominus, so today I have a great show for you guys. Thank you very much for tuning in, and thank you for catching me in the replay. There's a lot to talk about. There's drama. There's always drama. There's news on the campaign. Also, promoting some books that came out recently. I'm gonna promote some books and then give my 2 cents on the Superman flick. I saw the movie twice. I saw it again last night. Great flick. And I come back from the movie saying that I really like this Superman and this Superman is great, but then I couldn't really put my finger on what is it about this Superman that I like. I saw it yesterday and then it hit me. After I'll tell you guys, and it may sound stupid to you guys, but yeah, it finally hit me. Like, why is it that I like this one so much, or much better than the others? But I'll let you guys. I'll tell you guys in the moment when we get to that part. And so thank you very much. Oh man, there's always technical issues on the show. I'm very sorry about that, guys. These in the chat, my sister's in the chat. What's going on? How you doing, Tibos? And Flady1, what's going on, man? Hey, I got your. I'm pretty sure on the stream on Katie this channel, you were the one that got the sketch card. Yeah, I'm working on it. Man, I forgot which one is yours. I think this one's gonna be yours. Crap. Hold on. It's too bright. Yeah, there it is. A little bit. It's not going to look like that when I'm finished with it, of course, because I'm going to do the finishes on it. It's going to look something more like. It's going to look something more like this. This is a finished sketch card, and this is just a line work. But then I'm going to do the rendering and all that stuff. It's going to look real nice. So yeah, so Flady, I think that one's yours. But thank you very much. Yeah, thank you very much for your support, man. I really appreciate it. And then I'll this last batch of stretch cards are the last one that I'm doing. I'm not offering anymore because my time streaming is coming to an end. Not on my show, but streaming, like the promotional. What is it called? The press, the press stuff. Yeah, I'm done with the press stuff. So I won't be appearing on any more shows. Last night I was on Ben's show. I was talking to Ben Fusebox. Let me see if I can pull up his information. Pre-press, yes. The press junket. No, that's the word that the movie guys use. But and I keep forgetting to update this, but I will put all the links in the posts in the community tab and let you guys know exactly on which shows I appeared. Last night I was on Ben's show on Ben's channel. He's got a channel, and he's on there I think it's every week. Hold on. Can't find his channels. I think it's this one. Yeah, here it is. I'll share this with you guys. Yeah, I was on Ben's channel yesterday. This is his channel, this Fusebox. I'll be sure to put the link to this in the chat below. But yeah, I was on his show yesterday. We're talking about Ominus for an hour. It was a great show. And I got a real big takeaway from streaming so much. And I'll let you guys in on that in just a moment. But yeah, please be sure to check out Ben's channel. He does lots of different interviews with different creators. Let's take a look here who he's had on. He had Patrick Quinlan on. He had Chris Fisk with Infinitales. Yeah, so he's got a bunch of different creators on here. It talks to he had Sean Aaron on there with Type One. So check out the show. Ben, he's been in CG for a long time with his IP Outlaw Nights, and he's a writer. And yeah, good stuff, man. So you guys be sure to check him out. And I was on his show last night, and yeah, we had a good time. We were hanging out. We were hanging out. We talked. Yeah, and I noticed that there's two different styles of TV shows. There's two different styles of not TV shows, YouTube shows. Well, not necessarily just two, but there are some. Crap. Hold on. Press the wrong button. Yeah, there are two types of shows that I noticed. Like one type, like for example, when I was on Ben's show, when I was on Dave Brink's channel, and also on my show, is that format. The format is interview shows, like a talk show. Like I have a guest on, we'll talk about the book. I ask questions to learn about the comic creating process and things like that. And that's one format that I've noticed. No, it's just interviewing the creator, and getting to know more about the creator. And I personally like those because I mean, it lets me, and at least the people in the chat, it lets me fully express ideas about the book. And yeah, I like that. I like getting to promote and talk about my IP like that. But then there's other types of shows, like for example, I was on Salty's show. I was on Salty's. I would say Salty's. No, I will say Mandy's. I was on Mandy's channel. I was on John Malin with Kang's one night, and those shows, they work different. They bring up interesting things on the screen, like tidbits of things that happened on X or on the internet, or on X or on YouTube, and they talk about that. They do commentary on things like that. For example, on Kang's, they were talking about the Superman flick, and it's just banter, just not banter, but just talk and conversation. And sharing those images and then giving your opinion on those images. And then there's like a quick elevator pitch, like a quick 1 or 2 minutes where you can tell the people in the chat what your book's about, and then they take that down and then they continue talking about the banter. So I noticed like those are two types of formats, I guess we can say, for YouTube shows. And I was like, that's interesting. No, I thought I was always curious as to how they handle that, and I noticed that pattern across different shows. And I was like, oh, okay, I got it. So I'm going to adapt some of that. I'm going to use some of that for my show also. I'm going to bring up some things that I noticed that I catch of interest, and then talk about it with you guys. And then yeah, do that, and then also jump into commenting about the book also. So yeah. So they'd be referred to as variety shows, like our modern day version of the Gong Show, Sonny and Cher. Yeah, exactly like that, something like that. Yeah, and I was unaware of that format, like I didn't, but I kind of get it now. I kind of get it, so I think I'm going to do something like that. I don't know if you would consider like ripping it or copying it directly, but I would like to use something like that to make it a little bit more engaging, because talking about Ominus the entire hour could be a little bit boring for you guys. But yes, what's going on, General? Thank you very much. What's going on, Chuck? And yeah, man, thank you very much, guys. And yeah, so just I'm gonna jump into some drama and stuff that happened over the weekend, and just make a few comments on it, because it's interesting, the stuff that people post, and the people who post. It's funny. But yeah, if you take a look at the campaign, I am 2 backers away from 100. I am 2 backers away from 100. This is the race to 100 backers. And so, yeah, just wanted to let you guys know. I don't have it with me. I should have it with me. Right here. 1 second. Sorry. Yeah, wanted to let you guys know that these Adam Miller cards are no more. Let me put this up on full screen. Just give me a second. My mouse is acting up. The Adam Miller cards are no more. They're all gone. They're all gone. They're sold out. Not sold out, but they're all gone. I already have 90 backers who have already claimed their cards, so the cards are not available anymore. And I'm not gonna bring this up anymore, because That's not yeah. There's no. They're all gone. So thank you very much for the support. Got 98 backers. The cards are gone, and so now the only thing that we have is the book. The book itself. Here is the book. This is the unrevised edition. So just a quick recap. No, we have the unrevised edition, which has all the mistakes in it. And this is before I contacted the editor. So you have the book here. We have the old credits. This is all of this is updated. You have this, the first page. You have all this stuff here. No, this is up for sale. This is up on the campaign, so you guys can get this on the campaign. And that's for $20. This is going to be super limited, super rare, super exclusive because I'm not printing these again. I have a small print run. I have 50, I think, on the campaign, 40 on the campaign. And so once they are gone, that's it. I'm not printing these anymore. So get in on these while you can, because they are an exclusive item. So the unrevised edition, that's what you get for $20 plus shipping. So get in on that. I got 8 people who have it. So yes, I have that. I have these sketch cards. I also have sketch cards. Hold on, let me. I have these sketch cards. I have some of these already done. This is for Headless Bourgeoisie. This is for Pidima. Pidima's in the chat. What's going on, Pidima? Here's your card. Yeah, 2 backers away. That's Pidima's book. This is Aldir's card. This is RJ William. He was on the show last week. So he got his sketch card. General Piggy's sketch card. I gotta take pictures of all these. This is my Madonna's Deathmonger with a flower. That's a unique item right there. Then we got Marcus Kelligrew from the studio. He got this card. And then we got Dennis. Dennis, he got this card gifted to him from Reverend. And then Dennis gifted Reverend a card. And then I'll be sketching those out. I'm going to finish those this week because I got a bunch more. Sketching out 1, 2. I got a bunch more to do. You can't see this one, but you got a bunch more to do. So I'll get those done, and then they will come in with your order. No, so you get your book, you get your sketch card if you got one, and then you'll get the print, the Ninja Turtles print. I have one here with me. But yeah, all books are coming with this print, so you can get the print. It's absolutely free, no charge to you guys. I'll share that in just a moment. Share screen. Yeah, so that's the image there. So you're getting a print of this, a 6x9 print. And the print is going to fit snug in the back of your board here. It's a 6x9. So it should be all of this. No, it's the biggest that I can get, the biggest size I can get for free. I would like to do maybe like a poster campaign. I don't know if I could do that, but that would be cool because this should be done on a big piece of paper. So that's going to be also offered for free on the campaign. So everybody's getting that. So that hopefully you guys dig that. So everybody's getting that, and then the sketch cards, and then the Adam Miller card, and then that's it. Let me share. And then yeah. So we're just 2 shy from 100, which is great. Excellent. I would say the next 2 backers get a sketch card, but I'm not doing any more sketch cards. I'm going to finish the ones that I have, and then I'll call that a day. But yeah, Based, here's your sketch card. Oh, Base is in the chat. Hold on. I don't know if you like this. Here's your sketch card. There's the line art. So dark. But it's Deathmonger punching down. I don't know if you like that. You can see that. Crap. You see it better from the back. Yeah. But it's Deathmonger punching down. So I hope you like that, and it'll come with your with your um, with your book. So yeah, so that's it for the campaign. No, I had to take down a newsprint. I explained that last week. No more newsprint. Um, it was just situations, a miscalculation on my end. No, it's my fault completely for that. So there's no newsprint. Um, and yeah, so please back the book and tell your friends about it. And yeah, the campaign ends on August 29th. I have no idea what special thing I could do for August 29th, but I will think of something. Um, yeah, I will think of something. I have no idea what, but but yeah, August 29th is the last day of the campaign. I can't wait because I thought going into the campaign that I would be able to handle drawing and at the same time managing the campaign, and that has not been the case. Campaigns require your undivided attention. There's so much stuff going on. For example, this newsprint situation, having to answer questions from backers, like if they see anything like suspicious. Like for example, Dennis came at me with a question about why wasn't the money charged from his card when he backed, and that was because this is like a Kickstarter format where it charges at the end of the campaign. So I had to be attentive to that. You also have to promote. You have to go on different channels. I've learned that my numbers, at least in particular in my case, my numbers go up. Like I get more and more backers, the more I stream. So while I'm on stream, numbers go up, and then while I'm off the stream, while I'm just posting on Twitter, maybe I get one or two, but it's not a sure thing. No, the surefire thing is to be on YouTube. So what John Malin has said over and over again is true for creators out there. It is true. Like you need to have a presence on YouTube. People need to see who you are. Need to hear your opinions. They need to know that you're doing the work. Like you can't just ghost people. So you have to be available, accessible to them, and so that requires time and attention. So yeah, so doing campaigns has taken me away from drawing. So I haven't drawn anything while I've done the campaign. The only thing that I've been drawing are these sketch cards. So I've been doing this, but I haven't done any pages. I haven't done any pinups, and so I'm ready for this to go to. I'm ready for the campaign to finish, so we can go ahead and fulfill, and then I can get back to the drawing board and start drawing. Because before I launched the campaign, January, February, March, April, I was streaming and drawing, and I found a good rhythm where I can stream and draw because I would stream just once a week and I would just draw every other day. And then when I finish, I just show you guys the art and stuff like that. So I finished the first batch of 5 pages, from January to March, the first batch of 5 pages, but I haven't done anything since. So yeah, so it's been a hectic ride. So I know now, for example, when I do a campaign, I have to give it my full attention. So yeah. So what do I have planned for after this campaign? After this campaign, I'm going to go. I'm just going to stream only on my channel. Maybe I'll make an appearance on Katie Dish channel from time to time. But I will just stream on my channel. Every week, every Thursday, you find me here. I'll be here just to let you guys know how everything is going. Also, I have to keep you guys informed about fulfillment. I have no problems with fulfillment, no doubts about that. I think we're going to do that really good. So yeah, I'm going to keep you guys informed about that. And then yeah, all next year, no campaigns, all next year. I have to draw these pages. I have to start getting this stuff done. And then 2027, I may do a second chance campaign. I don't know if you guys think that's a good idea to do a second chance campaign. For this book right here, if I should do a second chance campaign, what do you think about that, guys? Let me know. Because I don't know if I should do one or not. If I do decide to do one, it'll be a quick 30-day campaign or maybe a 2-week campaign, just something very quick, and see what other backers that we can get. I don't know what else I could offer. I'm thinking trading cards is the first thing that comes to my mind because I do have art that I can use for trading cards. So I don't know how I can do that. So let me know, guys, what you think, and then we'll do it, man. Yes, I want to say hi to the people in the chat. The General's here, Chuck's here. What's going on, Chuck? PD Ma, always a pleasure. Says hey everybody, 2 shot from 100 back and make it happen. Yeah, thank you, PD Ma. Hey guys. Elliot, Chad, sweet. Hell yeah, looks super dope. Can't wait. Yeah, me too, man. I can't wait for this to finish so I can get this stuff out to you guys. Yeah, Base says it's almost like crowdfunding a comic is a full-time job. Yeah, it kind of is. Like it's taking up all my free time. At least all my free time is dedicated to running this campaign. And then after I run the campaign, like it also takes up time just drawing and everything, drawing, planning everything out. So yeah, it does require a lot of time. It's a lot of work. No, it is a lot of work. But but my reward is seeing the book, like having the book in my hands and seeing everything, like everything that I had here in my head, to see it here in book form. It's amazing. So having this in my hand, that's great. Like I did this, guys. I made this. So I drew this, I got it colored, and so I'm super happy for this. And yeah, so hopefully you guys will be equally happy with your book also. And yeah, man. So Flady one says it can be easy to draw and be your own hype man at the same time. Yeah, heck yeah, man. It's difficult, man. But it's worth it. No, it's worth it. I've been having fun on these streams, hanging out with a bunch of people, getting to meet a bunch of people, taking a look at the shows and how they're handled, and trying my best to sell and to pitch. And yeah, pitching is it's also a skill. You have to be able to, like, in 2 minutes, you have to be able to convince people. No, second maybe, or just go in demand. I have this thing about going in demand. I like what John Malin does. I love what he does. That you either get the book or you don't. Because I don't know. I don't know how to approach that, because I don't know what would be. If it goes in demand, then I have to be constantly attentive, like, alert to what's happening on there. And I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea how I would approach that, because I like this idea that get it now and then, or you don't get it. Because like those storefront things like that, I get why people have the storefront, but I mean, normally, like, you see numbers on that go up like once every like 30 days. You get one, or you get two every 2 weeks. You get a new backer, and it's so slow, so stagnant. And then I don't know. I have no idea, but I like what I'm doing. I'm doing my best to go in there, promote, and get as many as I can. And then with this group of people that I got, let's work with them and then get the books out to them. And then we close the campaign, and I go back to the drawing board and start drawing the next few pages, and then get the next book done. So I think I like that approach. I think it works best for me. I think for me, because I am the writer, I am the artist, I am the campaign manager, I'm the hype man. I got to do all this stuff. So it's funny. And then Flady says, I've always been a fan of adding a second chance with the next book instead of second chance all by itself. Okay, that could work too. Yeah, I can do that too. I mean, regardless, I think I will always have an Ominus Avenging Death available on every campaign. So the next campaign for the graphic novel, I'll put like an add-on or a special tier where you can get this if you like. Similar to this campaign. This campaign, I'm offering the unrevised edition. So I'll always have past stuff. So anybody coming in can jump in and then get the books that they want. And yeah, I'll always have that available. No, yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'll always have catch-up tiers and things like that. I'll probably use the catch-up tiers to get you like the best deal, because I've seen, for example, it's $25 a book. Then you get the bundle with 2 books and it's $50. So it's 25. No, but I always figured, like, why can't you just like shave $10 off of that and then present that as a package? So I think I might do stuff like that now. So I have to figure that stuff out, because the math, you have to be really careful with the math. No. And then Chuck says, gotta respect the hustle. Yeah, heck yeah. Ellie knows how to get the job. Yeah, I'm trying my best, man. This is my first time doing this, and I'm doing this going off the backs of all of the campaigning that I've seen before. I've been in CG since 2021, so I've been seeing a lot of different things. For example, I was there for Joe Sontag's Reaper Destroyer launch. I saw how well he did. I've seen other people just come out of nowhere and then put up a campaign, put up an exorbitant amount of money for a funding goal, and then just completely tank. So I've seen so you have to analyze what works and what doesn't. From my perspective, I think obviously, number one, YouTube helps a lot. Number two, a sign-up list goes a long way. You should have a sign-up list. and it should be like 3 months in advance. Unless, of course, you're Dale Keough. No, he's putting up a sign-up list like 2 weeks in advance. No, but he's going to get the numbers. No, Ethan Van Sciver, he's going to get the numbers. No, but for the rest of us, I think 3 months in advance, I think it's a good number to have your sign-up list, because, like Ethan said on his previous stream, he said it's a good way to test the interest in the project. No? So in my campaign, just so you can compare numbers. No, Ethan had over 1,800 signups on his campaign, and he got the numbers that he got. Dale has over 1,000 right now, and I'm sure he's going to do excellent numbers. In my case, I got almost 100 backers, but from my case, I had 140 something people sign up. So the numbers, they do correlate a little bit. No, so it's a good way to test your market. And so based on those sign up numbers, I created my funding goal. Like, I think I could probably do this much, and then bam, go to work. No, so it's interesting. You gotta. I'm learning as I go, and I think I have a good idea of what people like. And I also put up all my covers from the very beginning, though, because I've heard people complain though. I hate when people add a new cover at the end of the campaign, and I've already backed. So I mean, I'm aware to some of these comments though. So I'm trying my best to just, these are the 3 covers. Get them at any time you want, and yeah. So awesome, man. Yeah, FOMO. Yeah, definitely. I'm all. What's going on? Yeah, hold on. Yeah, FOMO is. Yeah, I completely agree with that. Play with people's emotions. What's going on, Art of Roy, man? Yeah, man, excellent artist. Are you working on the book? You should work on the book, man. If you're not working on the book, you should definitely work on the book. That'll do really good. And I don't know. But yeah, man. But you always have to do what worked best for you always. Yeah, definitely, man. What's going on, Jake? What's going on, man? Good to see you, man. How are we doing up in here? Good. We're about to jump into the drama. Because people are here for the drama. Are you here for the drama? I'm here for the drama. But I'm here for the drama. I'm here to make books. But yeah, it's like the saying goes, that when you're on top, everybody's trying to go after you. And yeah, like, I'm not on top. I'm not on top by any means, but I am doing my best, and I think I'm doing pretty good for myself. I think I'm doing pretty good for myself, considering that I launched on my own channel. This is just a preview book. It's 10 pages. It's not a lot. It's not a full graphic novel. I'm not charging $25 though, so I'm doing, the minimum that you can. No, so I got what I think was great response from the people, and I'm happy. My biggest takeaway is that I get to draw Ominus for the next few years, and I'm super happy for that. So let's more drama for your mom. Yeah, so let's get into it. Yeah, you're doing. Yeah, hopefully people remember me with the Inca Cola stuff. So I also do some cultural exchange. So you guys know what I drink, and then I know what you guys drink. But yeah, so let's get into it. Yeah, this weekend has been really interesting, and I want to start talking about what happened this weekend with this post here. This post here. This is a post from Amanda B. She's always in the chat. Great person. I remember when she came in as not really. She as a member in the chat, and then she started backing these books. She was a fan, and then now she's I guess I would say like she's a promoter. No, she's also a promoter. She does articles for, I forgot what's the website, with George Tavalos, I think is his name. I forgot the name of that site, but she writes articles. So she has her ear to the ground with different campaigns and stuff that goes on. So she wrote this post. She did this post, when was it? July 21st, like 3 days ago. And it says, "Now, separating art from the artist is getting harder these days. I can think of multiple examples over the years where I have not liked the personalized creators, but I think they are great at writing art. However, I'm finding it very tough to want to jump into backing their new campaigns lately, even if I loved their previous works. Everything has gotten so disgusting, so personal over comics. I don't want to support asshole behavior. Okay, some strong words there. The nonstop harping is out of control and unprofessional. It's not a good look for anybody, either side. I used to think it was neat to have front seat to the process of everything, the stories and the laughs. Now everything is just cringe, throwing jabs just because they can. Yeah. That doesn't mean that I would change my mind about previous works, but it does mean that I am not backing their future stuff to bring me entertainment. There are many other options out there. That's definitely true. No, crowdfunding is comics. Like people say, comics are a niche. Crowdfunding comics and independent comics are even smaller niche. Comicsgate within that is maybe even smaller than that. You know, so yeah, it is small. So there are many options out there. You know, so if everybody is hurt so much about what's happening with CG and what CG does, there are millions of other options to go. You know, go to these millions of options. Make money on Kickstarter. Make money over there. Figure out your own path, your own destiny. You know? There's no need to be like flies or to be like vultures trying to fly around, and then try to like nitpick and trying to get your way into things. So don't do that. No, if Comicsgate and indie comics is so below you, then what the heck are you doing here? So that's the idea. So yeah, I agree. There are other options out there. And if you ever see me not around, I've gone to hunt chupacabras. I'm pretty sure that was a joke. Today's inspiration, don't be a dick. Yeah, I bookmarked that. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I took this as a fan expressing the fans' opinions about the behavior they see of professionals or supposed professionals or indie comic creators online. And I didn't really blink twice at it. Like, oh, okay, this is nice, cool. I didn't do a double take on this at all. Like I just continued about my day. But people comment. People love on the internet. People love commenting just for the sake of commenting. People just love that, and we have to understand that. Everybody in the chat, everybody listening to me in replays, everybody just lurking. You have to understand that people are going to comment just because they can comment. You're not going to prevent anybody from commenting. So if you don't want people to comment, the best thing to do is don't say shit. Just don't say anything. Just keep your mouth shut. Look, if that's what you want. If you don't want to dip your toes in the shit, then just don't say anything. That would be the safest bet, because X is a public forum. It's there for speaking. People are going to speak. People have every right to speak, and people are going to speak. You can't stop people from speaking. It's just impossible. So walking around X or going around X saying, "Oh, I wish people would not lash out, talk out." It's not realistic. It's not a realistic thing. People are going to talk. You can't prevent that. So yeah. So she made the comment. There's a bunch of feedback, a bunch of people dipping their toes in, giving their opinion, giving their 2 cents, and yeah, and that's expected. People chime in, people give their appraisal of the idea, and then that's it. And then and then Amanda came back, and then she wrote a second tweet. I think it was Nick who said something. Yeah, Nick said something, and then Amanda comes back and she says, "Do you think I am talking about EVS here? But I'm not. But he is not exempt. So he's also displaying asshole behavior, according to Amanda here." And so she says, "No, this past week I saw Don Draws with John's long box go at it. Richard and Bree and Elliot Rodriguez. Bam, there's my name. There's my name. So I don't know. What would you expect from me? You posted my name, and I'm not supposed to say anything. Tom Tuttle posting a picture of a random guy just because he was wearing Ripper stuff, and everyone commenting. Matt Barr or anyone referring to someone's loved one as a vegetable or a retard. Yeah, that's Will Perdomo and practically everything he has to say. Yeah, that guy's crazy, man. Graham Nolan, that was a surprise. No, Graham Nolan, Cam, and then Snuggie. Snuggie, they're not creators. I guess they're not creators, and then they're going at it. Cam called Graham a bitch. That's insane. That's insane. That's insane that you will call. It's insane that you will call Graham Nolan a bitch. It's insane that you would think Dale Keown is useless. It's insane to have those kinds of ideas. Like, it's just insane. I don't know how. I don't know. I just have no idea how that is even possible. But that happened. No, and it says all of these interactions have all parties coming off looking like assholes, in my opinion. All right. So what do I take from this? Is that she thinks that everybody here on this list are assholes, or she perceives them as assholes according to their behavior. So she perceives them as assholes according to their behavior. And like, okay, cool, that's a fair assessment. If that's how you perceive my behavior, then great. No, that's your opinion. You're entitled to your opinion. I have no there's nothing to correct on that. People have their opinions, and it's whatever. No. Now to explain, because then people commented on this also. Now people like to dip their conversations on this also. Let's see what I see, because I think some of you guys in the chat were also commenting. Also, I think let me see, find stuff. But yeah, you got comments. Everybody's commenting, and I was like, man, I should comment also, because I can't just be quiet. Like, you can't just maybe people can't call you out by name and then you just be quiet just because you're a creator and you're expected to be professional. I mean, come on. Cam backs my book. Cam doesn't like that I hang out with EVS or whoever, and then he calls me a bitch. I'm supposed to be quiet? Come on, that's I think it's an unrealistic expectation to think that that somebody would do that. No, so I don't know what Matt Barr's always got something to say, and so everybody got comments, and then I came back with my comments because I responded to that. And I think it's here. Let me show you guys. Yeah, here's my comment. Let's take a look at my comment. I have no ill will towards Amanda. I'm just trying to explain if she saw asshole behavior from me. I think maybe like 80% or 90% of the general population on Instagram or X would say, "Hey, Elias being an asshole. Hey, that's not usual." No, I think people would say, "Hey, this guy doesn't display that kind of behavior. What could have driven him to do that?" So this is my attempt to explain that. So I come back and I say, to each their own, Amanda. You calling me out on my asshole behavior is exactly what I did with John's long box. He said, "Fuck Comicsgate" on Don's show several times. That's documented. I'm not making that shit up. You can see it. You can take a look at Don's studio. I think his show was right after my show, right after the show that I was on, and he repeatedly said, without any remorse at all, he just said, "Fuck Comicsgate." He put the finger up. He said all that shit. And I was like, what? And now, if he's got these feelings, that's great. That's his problem, his business. But you can't paint everybody with a broad brush. You can't just generalize the heck out of everybody, and expect someone not to respond. So that's really crazy. So yeah, let me finish reading this. He said, "Fucks Comicsgate on Don's show several times, and it's unfair to paint with a broad brush and generalize everyone and see you like that. That action right there helps no one. It helps no one." So what's the course to take? Silence? Just ignore it? It's a great idea, but as you've proven with your comment in this past week's tweets, it's hard not to comment on the lies and offensive remarks being spread out on the internet, or in my case, the asshole behavior on display. It's hard to ignore it. And she does that by commenting on my asshole behavior. So she's proving the fact that it's difficult to not comment on things that you see in the space. So why would you expect any less from a creator? So a creator sees things, then hey, what's going on? And as you can see here, I'm not using any curse words of my own. I'm not calling anyone an asshole or insinuating anyone behaves like an asshole. I'm using her words. She used the word asshole, not me. So it's hard to comment. So to each their own. So if you want to comment. If you don't. So that was that comment. Then she came back at me. She said, "Honestly, I didn't see the John's long box stuff with you." Now, right there is a big problem. I was like, wait. So you didn't see the John's Long Box thing, but yet you have the confidence to use my name and his name and say that we're behaving like assholes. That's not. Wait, what's going on? No, so yeah, she said she didn't see it, but she saw some back and forth, and so with she saw some back and forth, and so she's able to make her adjustments. All right. And while some of your responses may be the lesser scare compared to the others, I was using it as an example of what I observed this week. The post was not specifically directed at you. There's another thing. That's the second thing there. Nor to anyone specifically. That's false. If I were to list everyone, the list would be mighty. The list exempt would be mighty shorter. My sole point is that people are observing and making up their minds about people based on behavior. There's a lot of negative behavior going on. If it's bugging me and I'm saying something about it, there are probably others thinking it, and they aren't saying anything about it. You want another? And then she makes another weird observation about Cyberfrog that I think has nothing to do with what we're talking about. So I ignored that for the most part, no, because there's nothing else. There's several posts about how Cyberfrog raised X amount without 0 links. So if you put a link that you can post, I don't know. But yeah, so here I commented on that specifically. No. And then this is the last one. It says, I'm only responding to any of this because you wrote my name. No, you say you weren't directing anything to me specifically, but you mentioned me by name. You put Elliot Rodriguez. If not for that, I wouldn't be saying anything. I would have been about my business. No, but just now you also say you didn't see John's long box with me. And that right there is the danger that we have to be careful of when dealing with the internet. People not having the full context and making incorrect statements or incorrectly assuming things is one of the reasons why people should speak out, like I did with John's with Longbox. We can't just sit silent with incorrect statements running rampant. If someone is saying something that's incorrect, no, that's why they have defamation lawsuits. That's why Bridget McCrone is suing Candace Owens. Candace Owens is saying something, and you just can't let people say something, especially if they consider it false. No? So now they're going into a lawsuit, they're going to trial, and then now she has to prove what she's saying. So you can't just say what you want to say and then just expect people to be okay with it. No, so we have to speak out, especially if there's false things running around there. No, so we have to speak out. I'm about speaking out. So I'm about speaking out. So I'm going to continuously speak out, not for the sake of speaking out, but if I see something egregious like this, then I will speak out. You know? So that's what I can offer. You know? And if you're making observations for the sake of making observations and noticing what's negative or positive, that's awesome. Oh, yeah, that's great. You have every right. It should be encouraged. You know, continue making your observations so people can see. You know, because if you guys say nothing, also, then we can't correct course. You know, yeah. And then to her last point, she says that people are seeing things and then they're not going to support. That's always been the case. No, creators will ultimately fall or rise at the hands of the backers and supporters. Some will see what creators do on X and support it. Some will see what they do and then not support it. Everybody has a choice to make. They can decide to support this person or decide not to support that person. That's always been there. That's always been a given. That's nothing new. No, it ultimately depends on what that one supporter decides to do with her name and money, and they have every right to do so. No, to my point, no, to each their own. You do what you want, you do what you like, and then that's it. No, so that was pretty much the back and forth that I had with Amanda, and just to explain, just to further explain why I decided to dip my toes in the shit, because it is shit when you think about it. It was the whole thing for me, at least, came from John's Long Box. And I'll show you guys that just a second. Right here. Let me read some of these tweets. I'm sorry, some of the chat that you guys saying in the chat. Hopefully you guys aren't bashing me in the chat. What will people remember Ricardo Hombre? Ricardo, yeah, that's true. Yeah, I have no idea. And then Jake says Amanda has some bad takes once in a while, but she's usually on point. Yeah. I mean, I have no ill will towards Amanda. She's great. She promotes everybody. So that's great. She's way more professional in the sphere than most when it comes to speaking out or carrying dialogue with it. Yeah, I've never seen her get nasty with anybody. She's had some exchanges with EVS, and I mean, it was pretty cordial. And because of that, also, I decided to give her my opinion, because when you can talk with someone and they give you a fair response, a comprehensible response, an understandable response, then yes, it's great to talk and debate different ideas. It's like but when you have these Sturges, is these other people out here, Enlightened Fan, and these other guys out here, there's no talking to these guys. You can give them all the evidence, and they're just going to continue running with their own perspective. So, but with Amanda, no, she's really cool. So she's always been an awesome person to me. I have no ill will towards her at all. And then Chuck says CG was born from drama. Yes, we were born from it. And we'll constantly have drama. It's not any different from any part of, yeah, you have drama in schools, you have dramas in universities, you have drama when you go to work, you have drama in your church group. You have drama everywhere you go. You have a reading book club, there's going to be drama. Why did you read that chapter ahead of me when I wasn't there yet? When you're watching a series with your wife, there's drama. You saw 2 episodes and I wasn't ready to see. No, like, there's always going to be arguments and stuff and drama, whatever. There's always going to be that, always. So you can't try to be morally superior than anybody. Say, no, I don't mess with the drama. No, I don't do the drama. No, come on, Kim on, Jimmy, come on. And yeah, so Ben says, what happened between you and Embria? I must have missed that. Yeah, he came at me, and I'm not sure you guys exactly what happened with that. He came at me. I don't give 2 craps about Ricardo Hombre, but he's well, yeah, he's desperate for attention. He has to generate some kind of online talk and buzz so that people remember that he's there. It's sad, but that's what he does now. And then Jake says, John Dongbox went full unhinged. Yeah, he went unhinged. Yeah, that's correct. The banter between him and Don Josh showed just how much people can go off the deep end. Yeah. That's what ticked me off. Also, no, Don he stretched his hand out. He said, "Hey, man, you want to come on my show? Come on over." He did this number, and then John went on there and said, "Fuck you." Jeez Louise. And so yeah, he went straight crazy, man. And it was insane. I'm going to show you guys a clip in just a moment. I want to read some of these comments. Chuck says, I like Amanda, but if she thinks a group of artists and chat from the internet won't have drama, she doesn't know how the internet works. Yeah, it's always going to be there. And Amanda is not exempt from any of this either. I mean, she wants to talk about professional behavior. Everybody knows what happened with the chat award show. I mean, people were on there disparaging against comic book creators, and she was mum. So, I mean, she wants us to take that approach. I don't know, but oh no way, dude! Hulk Hogan just left. No. Oh, we'll check that out in just a second. Hopefully, that's not true. Oh, Janko. Oh, that sucks. I am in that thread. Yeah, I think you were, Chuck. Yeah, it says Enlightened Fan came at me. Yeah, he's crazy. That guy's crazy. Ozzy, Hulk Hogan, Theo Huxtable. No. I love Hulk Hogan, Hulkamania. Oh man. Oh man, he got the chick crowds chanting. Oh man. I was there for Hulkamania was amazing. That was awesome. I don't know how many shirts I ran through that when that was going on. I was like, well, heck yeah, man. Oh man, that sucks, yo. Yeah, death comes in threes. Ozzy, Hulk, Theo Huxtable. Man. Yeah, when somebody dies, be alert, because normally there's 2 more that go with them. Man, that sucks. So that's horrible. Hulk Hogan died. That's horrible. And here at today's show is sponsored by, I want to make sure I put this in here, Inca Cola. It's just a random ad. but yeah, Inca Gold. But yeah, that sucks, man. That sucks, man. Elliot, by responding, you accept them calling you a name. If I yell out a hole in the crowd, whoever turns around knows exactly. Yeah, that's true. That's also true, I guess. But I just wanted to make sure that they understood. Like, if I explain what the hell happened, like if I explain, hey, this is what happened, and they still call me an a-hole, I'm okay, because at least I explained. My thing in this whole situation is them not having the context and then using the names, because that's not cool. But if you have the context, if you know exactly what went down, and then you still call that guy an asshole, yeah, no problem, no worries. You're entitled. Yeah, that's great. At least from my end, though, because I at least want to have the chance to explain myself. Yeah, Amanda may not have ever been around nerds at a company. Yeah, when you start talking about who can defeat who, Superman versus Hulk, fists start flying, man. Superman or Hulk, who's gonna win? No, you gotta think about the Red Sun. No, you gotta think about Hulk, and then you gotta think about which iteration of the Hulk. If Dale Keown drew the Hulk, it'd be on. I'm like, yeah, there's all kinds of stuff. Huh? Stop fighting. No, man. Ricardo or retard. I don't know, man. I'm not calling anybody names. I'm not, but you guys you guys want to go ahead, man. Dennis Don is a good chat. Yeah. Don, I had a lot of fun on Don's show. I think it was like one of the funnest ones that I've been on, because the banter was there. Everybody just bashing each other. It was a lot of fun. You guys be sure to sub to his channel, man. It's great stuff there. What's going on, Nicholas? Thank you very much for your support. Yeah, Don's he's a great chap. I think the constant drama is bad for business and comic fans. Don't mind some drama here and there, but it's going on for years, and it's really, yeah, I understand that also. And I hear seeing comic fans not backing books anymore because of that. Yeah, that's true. If your constant bickering on the internet causes backers to stop backing you, that's something that the creator has to reflect on. The creator participating in it has to reflect on that. So if I participate in drama and I see my numbers going down, but I don't care and I still participate in drama, then I have to accept those consequences. Because not everybody accepts the consequences. Some people just attack for the sake of attacking. Some people correct course. Some people correct course, and then I'm sorry, I apologize or whatever, and then they do that. So I can't think of any cases, but I mean, that's ultimately upon the creator, the creator that's being affected, because that's them. So, they don't care no. Boo, Marinas, boo. No, Marinas is good. He's a cool cat, and we love Marinas. Yeah, sweet. So let's take a look at this video, so you guys see what the heck was it that initiated my response. So let's watch this.
I fuck up and I get called out for it, I always take responsibility for my actions.
And this is why I say fuck Comicsgate, because these guys they're lying about me. And
can you guys hear that? Can you guys hear? Let me know in the chat if you can hear that, because I don't know if you can or not. Play it again.
I fuck up and I get called out for it, I always take responsibility for my actions.
And this is why I say fuck Comicsgate, because these guys they're lying about me. And like guys like Shane Davis, who I did nothing but defend, are repeating lies that he knows are lies. So fuck Comicsgate. I can't support anybody in Comicsgate because they're a bunch of fucking liars. Well, they SJWs project, make up stories, lie, misconstrue. Sounds like Comicsgate.
Who the fuck doesn't at this point?
Yeah, everybody's sounding. Yeah, it's just yeah.
Everything becomes blurred down the line, man.
I think it's pretty black and white. Comicsgate is the bad guys.
I'm going to disagree with you on that one, buddy. Sorry, we're not the bad guys. Not all of us.
What group is lying and making up lies?
But Don is lying.
Not everybody's in that. Not everybody in the group is doing that. You can't just give Comicsgate a blanket fuck you and be done with it and call it a day. You can't do that. If there's people that are fucking with you, you need to call those motherfuckers out and have a problem with them. You can't just say all the CG can go fuck themselves. That's not cool. That's like saying all the American people can go fuck themselves because this one incident happened over here and it just happened to be in America that did it. You can't do that.
Nope.
That's not cool.
we all talked shit about Marvel, and nobody said, well, not everybody in Marvel. You should call out the guys in Marvel.
It's apples and oranges, bro. It's apples and oranges. Yes, it is. It really is apples and oranges. I get that you're hurt and you're upset, man. I get that, and I respect your feelings. But I don't think a blanket fuck you to the CG community is the way to go.
Well, I do. I think Comicsgate eat shit, and I'm not supporting anybody who says that they're Comicsgate.
Well,
you're not supporting us.
We're Comicsgate, bro. Sorry.
Oh.
I mean, we still got love for you, man.
Yep.
Yeah, that's it. Hold on. I thought there's more to that. One second. Yeah, so yeah, that's what he said. He said repeatedly, no, F you. Later on in the stream, he pulls a middle finger out. It says, fuck anybody related to Comicsgate. I can't support Comicsgate. And he did that. So Don clearly says you can't just do a blanket fuck you at everybody and let it be okay. Like, no, because there's people in Comicsgate that have nothing to do with John. Like, I have nothing to do with John. Why am I getting shit from this? So that's not cool. No, you can't just do that. No, and like, for example, if John's got beef with EVS, if he's got beef with John Malin, if he's got beef, I don't know who he has beef with, but if he's got beef with any specific person, you should call them out. Like, hey man, what's going on? I don't like what you did. Or I don't like, if he's got beef with Mandy, call her out. So at least that's how I was raised. Shit, like, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. But if I have problems with someone, I'll say it. And I did. So I don't know. Yeah, I have. I'm not going to lie, because Penny Mouse got a question here. She says, "What set John off? He kept saying someone was lying about him." I have no idea. I have no idea what was John's turning point. There's a bunch of people who I have no idea what their turning point was. The only one that I've seen recently was Richard and Bree. I have no idea what his turning, like what made him turn to this. I have no idea. It's just like internal reasons. There's a list of people that have just turned like that, have done their heel turn, and so I have no idea how that went down. But now John is here spewing this stuff, So I mean, I'm just steer clear from him. I watched I watched one of his videos, and I wrote a positive comment on his channel when he was interviewing professionals. He had Jim Shooter on his show, and I saw that interview with him. I thought it was great. I thought John did a good job with that interview. I gave his video a like, and I posted a comment. So that was, I have no idea what happened. But after seeing this, I didn't say anything particularly about this particular video, but there was something that Don said later. Let's see if I can pull that up. I don't know if I got that. Oh man. There was something that Don said. I don't know if I can find that. Let me take a look. Hold on. I think I bookmarked it. Yeah, the bookmarks are a great idea. Didn't know how to use that. Crap. Just give me a second. Let me take a look to see if I can find the comment that I with Dawn, because Dawn made a comment. Yeah, I'm done with this Amanda stuff. No, I don't think I can find it anymore. Crap. Man, could have swore I had that saved. Crap. Crap. No, I don't have it. I'm gonna have to look for it. Just give me a second. Maybe I can find it. Crap. Just give me a second. Hold on. Let's all weep together while I look. Let's take a look at this as just to confirm the news here while I look for the Dawn stuff. Hulk Hogan, 71 years old, he has died. No. No. Man. Hulk Hogan has gone. Sucks. My favorite wrestler was the Ultimate Warrior. And I remember the Ultimate Warrior and Hogan fights way back in the day, like WrestleMania 3, 4, way back in the day. Ultimate Warrior was high energy, man. Super intense. I love that guy. I don't know. I just like this hair. I like this makeup. I like intensity that he came out to fight with. So yeah, and I remember him versus Hulk Hogan. Those are great fights. Hulk Hogan and Randy Macho Man Savage were great fights, also, man. Great stuff, man. Crap, let me see if I can find. So far back. I'm not going to give up, guys. I'm going to find it. I'm going to show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. I think I'm there. Just give me a second. I got to scroll back a lot. Jeez Louise. Almost there. I found it. Let's see what the chat says before I show us what I commented on with John's long box. Whoa. John's long box can need a fan. Yeah, man. You are better. Yeah, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Back the campaign. I'm 2 people away from 100. 2 people away from 100. The book is priced at $10, so $10 plus $8 for shipping can get you a copy of Ominus: Avenging Death. This is my preview, my proof of concept for my IP. Get it. JOB is an embittered old fool. John is kind of like Matt Barr, blaming others for their own failures. Yeah. If I was drowning JBL character, I would have crumpled up that art on. Yeah. If I was drawing a JBL character, I would have crumpled up the art on stream. On screen and gave him the finger and cut my. Yeah, man. Yeah, I hear that. He had a good comic channel. Then he flipped. Yeah. It was all about the comics, right? The people that usually say this are all about the comics. It's that Rob Hunter effect. I didn't get what deserved. I didn't get what I deserve. Spurg, fart Spurg. Don deleted a lot of his tweets. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that I should have saved some of those, or should have just screenshotted or something. But said things that others have concluded he made his bad financial decisions and needed EVS's help. Everyone ran with that as the basis and say it's all lies. It's festered into a head wound. Yeah, something about that. Something that about a 401k. That yeah, something like that. I don't know. I don't know. I can't affirm anything because I don't know exactly what the details are. I don't watch his channel. I just saw it that one time. You know, we can settle all this. He said receipts. Yes, yes. Bring your freaking receipts. Yes, bring your receipts. Back ominous. Thank you very much, Petey Ma. Yeah. So Hulk Hogan, man, he's gone. 71 years. That's a good number to go out on, man. 71. I keep saying that. I keep saying like my wife hates when I say this, but I keep saying that I think I'm going to live to a good 70 something years old. I think 70 is a good number to go out on. Like, don't say that. Like, I mean, I think that's a good number. It's a good, respectable number. He lived a good amount. So yeah, I think it's pretty good. But yeah, 71, man. Rest in peace to the legendary Hulk Hogan, Hulkamania. Yeah, brother. Yeah. So yeah, so John's long box. Don said something that John Longbox had commissioned Don to do a drawing. Don was doing the drawing, and then after what happened on the show, John canceled the commission. He says, "I don't want to do it anymore." I think he wanted his money back. I'm not sure about that, but he didn't want to do the commission anymore. Stop doing it. And then John went as far as I think striking the channel or commenting on Don's channel. The explanation that says like, what is the reason why you're doing this? No, and then he was lying about me on YouTube. No, it was on PayPal. I think it was on PayPal, and he was lying about me on YouTube, and it was insane. And Don, he showed receipts. He showed screenshots of what was happening. He had to go into this transactional thing with PayPal so that they can square things out. I think he wasn't going to give the money back. I think he got paid and he wasn't going to give the money back. I think. I don't know what his decision on that was, but I think because of that and because the complaint from John, they had to go back and forth and prove what was happening. And then on John's end, he puts that he was lying about me on YouTube. And then and so yeah, so Don showed receipts. He showed the screenshots. He saw exactly what was said and everything. And then since then, like Base says here, no, he Don deleted it like the next day. And so in that, John says this. He says, "What kind of guy is Don?" After the show, I asked him about what I said, and he said he agreed, but was too scared to say anything as he was launching a campaign soon. Grow some balls, Don. Now, I'm very sorry, but this demonstrates a complete lack of respect that this guy has for the people that are trying to help him out. Don has him on his show. Don brings him on his show. Don is, he waves the banner at CG. He says, I'm CG. It's a CG channel, CG for life, all this stuff. John hates CG, but John somehow accepts to be on his channel. He goes on there. He says, F you, CG. He does all this number here. And then he cancels this, and then he says, grow some balls, Don. Like, this complete disrespect from John towards Don. Complete disrespect. Like, if I bring you on my show and then later you're cussing me out and doing, or you're on the show here and then you're saying fuck Comicsgate, what the heck kind of respect is that? No, so I don't know how this guy thinks that he can just say this and then people are automatically have to support him or some shit like that. I don't know. So I made this comment. My comment was, show receipts. Otherwise, you're just lying. Like, if you can't, if Don has receipts and then you have your narrative and you have no receipts to back that up, then what are we going to go on? We're going to go on what Don says. No, but if you have something to contradict what Don is saying, bring it out. No, show us. Let us know. What is it? No, you're not going to I mean, the sword has been sheathed, has been unsheathed, so just take your stuff out too, and then let's do a receipt one-off, battle off. No, I got the best receipts. No, so I commented on that, and then this idiot, Richard and Bree, this guy, he comes in and says, I can't wait for you to demand receipts from CG to show they're telling the truth. Huh? I wasn't talking to him. I was talking to John. I'm trying to talk to John. I'm not trying to talk to Richard. And then I come back and I tell him, you don't have to worry about anything about that, Richard. You can rest easy. I will never demand anything from CG. I personally will never ever demand anything from CG. I'm not going to say, CG, please help me make my book. Please help. Like, I'm not going to demand it. No, I'm going to work. I'm going to show you guys my work. I'm going to say, hey, I have this. Would you like to buy this? Excellent. No, so if you decide to buy it, excellent. If you don't, for whatever reasons, then I understand also. No, nobody is obliged to help me out. I wave the CG banner, and it doesn't mean that I have to make 100,000 because CG or because Shane or EVS makes 100,000. No, I make what the people want me to make. I am at the mercy of the people. The people tell me what I make, what I'm worth, or whatever. No, so that's it. I'll never demand anything out of CG. No, when things are up, when things are down, no. If things are down with me and CG, then I have to work harder. That's my takeaway from this. And then he comes back and he says, "Of course you won't. You'll just do what you're told." That's the narrative. I'm surprised that he's saying this because he was in the CG streams, the CG, the chat, the DM groups, and it's evident that no one in the CG groups or DMs, they don't tell anybody what to do. Like, I mean, and the most you get is like, hey, share this link or something like that. No, but he's like, hey, we have to attack Richard and Bree. Like, nobody says that. No, I mean. Nobody does anything, and I was like, okay, I'm not trying to like do whatever. It's like, see, you're already doing it, and also from that moment, he's been trying to take shots at me and stuff like that. So, so what was the other thing that happened? He did that. So I can go back. Yeah, so I thought that was the end of that. But then he quoted this, I think. Hold on, let me find the other one. There was another interaction that was there with Richard. Let me see if I can find the other one. It was related to that Dawn stuff too. Oh yeah, here's the other one. White Guy McGee. I'm showing all this so you guys can see. You know, this is the Ominus cast show. Richard and Bree says, White Guy McGee says, you're going to make fun of John's long box because he defaulted on his 401k after Daddy didn't help him. And then Richard says, false. So he tagged me. He says, maybe Nigma should go ask Ethan for the receipts or call him a liar. Spoiler alert, he won't. And thank you. Nick jumps in there. White Guy McGee's. Thank you very much, Nick. He said that he did himself on a live stream. I don't know what he's talking about. And so I quote tweet this because I have nothing to do with that. I have no idea what the heck he's talking about. Me asking for receipts. I'm asking John for receipts. And we all know EVS shows his receipts. He shows DMs. He shows all that stuff. So so I commented on that, and I was like, this is like the last thing I want to do. I'm not going to waste my time with this guy. And then I come back. I was like, oh, look, here's another example of Richard leaving CG quietly. No, because he thinks he's leaving CG quietly. He's the victim. He's the one receiving all the bashing and the hate. No, so he's leaving CG quietly, and he's tagging me in an argument I have nothing to do with. I don't know what he's talking about receipts or anything. I'm asking John for receipts. I'm not asking him for receipts. No. And then I hit him with something that I think like pinches a nerve because he's been trying to comment on this since then. No, he has to start arguments with someone in CG every 3 to 4 days. It's roughly 3 or 4 days, so that his anti-CG war campaign brothers can back his campaign, or remember that he even has one. No, it's pathetic. It's pathetic to circle CG and attack CG and then use that as a means of shining light on you. You know? If you're about the books and you're about all this other stuff, then you wouldn't have to resort to that kind of tactic to get people to look at your book or to back your book. You know, you wouldn't. But that's not the case with him. You know? So, and yeah, so everybody's been commenting. A bunch of people commented. Chuck, he's full of shit. Yeah, so there's all kinds of stuff. Yeah, you guys can check that stuff out, read it, get some entertainment from that. And yeah, so my initial thing, I was not going at Ricardo, Ricardo Embry, Ricardo Ombre. One second, my voice. 1 second. Oh wait, I want to show you guys some other stuff. Yeah, then he quoted me again. Oh look, it's Spineless Elliot. Now he's calling me names. And I don't know what this is. I don't know why this screenshot benefits his argument. I don't know what he's talking about. I'm asking John to show receipts because he's talking and Don has receipts, but he doesn't. So I was pointing that out. Yeah, Spineless. There's a bunch of other things that he says. I forgot, but yeah, all that stuff is there. No? So all that stuff is there, and you guys see it firsthand. No? So I went after John. Richard came after me, and then Richard was saying comments. I quote tweeted him once. I think I said one other comment or two other comments, and then that was it. So yeah, so that's yeah. Need the EVS's help. Back Ominus. Yeah, show receipts. Show receipts. Another one gone. Yeah, yo, I'm sorry about that guy. He canceled, told Don to keep the money to fix his roof. Yeah, then also that. No, keep the money, fix your roof. Oh man. Yeah. That is sad. Don supported John all the way. Yeah. Don is a good dude. Heck yeah. PayPal always sides with the money source, so it will side with JLB. I told Don best to refund. It's a small price to get. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. In that case, you want a refund, get your refund. No, you're not helping me out. But yeah, so that was what happened with Ricardo, and then Hulk Hogan sadly passed away. Yeah, John left Don's room originally when John said he wasn't CG due to being pissed at Ethan. Yeah. If he's got beef with Ethan, take it out with him, no? Then Don said, "Hey, you are my buddy. I get your man." Yeah. I mean, even after all that, Don was still generous enough to have him back on the show. So crazy. Ricardo Ombre is John Longbox's Ombre. Yeah, he's white knighting for John Longbox. Look at that. Yeah, Richard Embry is white knighting for because John never responded to me. He never. So I was like, yeah, okay, he doesn't want to respond. I guess he doesn't want to respond. But this other guy's over there commenting. So whatever. I like Rich as well, but once someone flips out and spirals, they seem to always lash out at CG. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Rich though, because there's things about what he's done that describe his nature as a person in general. Like, for example, we don't have favorable opinions about John because someone had him on his show, and on the show he disparaged. He said a bunch of insane stuff. And he talks bad about, CG. Richard did the same thing. Frog Tony lended a hand. Katie did lended a massive hand that helped him out a lot with his launch of both books, of both Blood and Sword. And those people that he helped out, that helped him out, he decides to attack them and then call them names and then insult them. That says a lot about a person, though, because if I felt like someone did me wrong, the last thing that I'm going to do is comment about them and insult that person, though, because you have to remember at one point in time that person gave you a hand. So how thankful, how grateful are you for that hand that was given? So that goes back to that entitlement shit that people think, oh no, Frog Tony has to have me on a launch. Katie has to have me on a show. No, they don't. No, they don't have to do anything. No, so that right there, that back and forth on people that helped him, that says a lot about his character. And so just because of that, I'm like, man, I'm going to stay away from this guy because you're going to be friendly to him, like Katie did was, or like Frog Tony was. And then this guy is liable to come back at you and then, shank you in the back. So why would I get myself entangled with that guy, support that guy, or be anywhere near that guy? Because that's shady shit right there. No, it's your friends that turn on you. Those are the ones that were never your friends. Those you got to keep those guys. I mean, at least not openly associate with that shit. Like I won't, at least. So yeah, no, so that's crazy, though. But yeah, I mean, but base, no, if you throw your support to Richard, that's awesome, man. Yeah, like I said earlier, like supporters can do whatever they like. You guys are the lifeblood. So if you guys want to support Richard, yeah, go check him out. He's got his campaign. I think it's still running. So check that out. Yeah, no. Pittymon says, I like John, his channel and comic. Didn't know about this extra craziness on X. Yeah. So yeah, I had a great perception about John also, and I don't know what caused him to come out saying this, but he's not just being timid about it. He's going in at it. So I don't know, man. Godful, what's going on, man? I like what you post, man. I don't. I'm inclined to say that you're very Catholic, but or not Catholic. I'm sorry, very religious. But I like what you post. You post a lot of great stuff. You do a lot of great posts about ideas and ideas and perceptions that we should have as a society, and you really go in on it. I'm a fan of your account, man. I don't know about your comics though, because I haven't seen any of your comments, but I'll be sure to check that stuff out, man. And Benjamin says, you get what you work for, not what you wish for. Exactly. You put in the work, you get some of that back. You should get some of that back. Bars from Benjamin. Yeah, he's got bars all day, son. Katie did, what's going on? Thank you very much for stopping by. Yeah, talking about this drama, talking about Hulk Hogan passed away. Man, that's sad. Get in their mindset, Elliot. Clearly, as an artist, your art is better than literally everyone else. And if you just got in front of more people, then they too would see your great. Oh man, thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. I don't believe that. Like, I think my art is good. I think in some cases it's great. But I see some stuff that EVS puts out, Dale puts out, and some other, like, for example, Anthony Gonzalez is killing it. Art of Roy is killing it. Alan Goldman is killing it. These guys are like, shoo, like, I think they're like a few steps above me, So, you got to keep your eye out on Doug Bacon. That guy's doing really good. Tank is an awesome artist also. We got some great artists in there. So that competition is awesome. Benjamin's out here doing a great job with his comic. I already backed it, just in case. I'm going to show you the links to that also. I'm going to have Benjamin on the show in a few weeks, I think, to talk about this comic, because I love the art on this comic. I was like, fuck. I was like, I was looking at, how can I make my shit more dynamic? Take a look at this. Mario Williams, I don't know if he's CG, but if he wants to be CG, man, he's got an open house or an open door right here. Mario Williams is an excellent artist. I dig his art. Very dynamic. Great stuff, man. Great work that you're doing over there, Benjamin. And Katie says, Richard has really crashed out like crazy. Like, this is not the Richard. Yeah, I mean, yeah. And it's something to add to that. I believe that all creators are susceptible to that kind of treatment. Like, all creators can at one point or another turn on you. All of them. Benjamin can one day turn on us. What else I got in there? Bionic Bruh can one day turn on us. Godfolk can turn on us. I don't know. You have no idea. No, so I try not to get too attached to. I mean, this is business. We're out there we're handling business. I like what you do. I'll support you. But as soon as shit hits the fan, and then you decide to be against it, cool, brother. You do your thing. I'm gonna do my thing. I'm gonna just stop supporting you altogether, because that's not so. Thank you very much, Dennis. Where's you at, Dennis? Hold on, I just saw something. Crap. Where did it go? Where did it go? I just saw a comment from Dennis. It's going to kill me. Hold on, where is it? Crap, I just lost it. You get what you work for. Rich lost his mind. Yeah. It is what it is. It's going to happen to anybody. I mean, don't think that, for example, if I decide to turn, CG is going to kick me out like it ain't nothing, because I'm the one special. Let's just look at what happened to Dan Fraga. Dan Fraga is a pro working in the industry for a long ass time. He's a personal friend of EVS, and he was brushed aside. So if he can get brushed aside, everybody can get brushed aside. So it's like, hang out with everybody. Everybody's cool, but you never know when the creator next to you can say FCG and then be out. So I don't know. It's like, but yeah, I'll have anybody on my show. I have no problem, but yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy out there. And I was on Richard's channel a while ago. I like him. He was cool. This is not stuff. Yeah. That's no worries about it. No shame in supporting Richard. It's all good. Get in the ring with Ricardo. Pelea de pesos. I don't think there's a ring that can hold the both of us, man. We're too. I'm heavy, so I think he's heavy too. So two fat boys going at it. It's gonna be funny. But yeah, he's killing me with this. Where's your banner? Fuck the whole show, and I forgot my banner. So yeah, guys, check it out. Ominus updates. Get your copy of Ominus. Shit. Hail Kitty did. What's good? Chat. Bisco, what's going on, man? I don't know you, man. Thank you for stopping by. Get a copy of my comic. We're sad that Hulk Hogan passed away. Yeah, man, crazy stuff. Don't forget to also hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. And I meant to say it in the past tense. I'm not sure. Oh hell no, we lost the Hulkster. Yeah, we lost. Man, I love that guy. It's crazy stuff, man. Will deeply resent you for helping because they feel weak and refuse blame. Yeah, man. I don't support him. I was literally going to back him. Then this happened. I did back him, and I was gonna get a refund, but it's $5. And I was like, I don't know if I should get into all that for $5. You can have it, man. It's all good. And like Jimmy originally too back then, I thought his book was fine. Then he spiraled. Yeah, that's what happens. You spiral, and then backers close their wallets. So that's, it's seemed all right. I love seeing Roy's art. Heck yeah, man. Put some stuff up there, man. Don't put me in with that group. Oh, why not, man? Or I'm assuming that you're a league above. Yeah, I respect that. Yeah, heck yeah, man. You should put a book out there, though. Don't put me in with those. Yeah, all the people you just mentioned are guys I love seeing. Yeah, man. Great artwork, man. Great artwork. Roy, greater than EVS and Dale. He deserves a tier to himself. CG's like The Walking Dead. Roy's funny, man. It's like, Roy, check this out. I got a new comic. I read it. I bought it. It wasn't lame. You'll do a comment like that. Roy, check it out. I got 5 backers. I got 10. The experience was whack. That's how I read this comics. I don't know if that happens to you guys also, but it's funny. Hail Roy. Art of Roy is awesome, man. You need to put a book out, man. You need to put a book out for real. And their friendships can become true friendships. They can, no, but a lot of them are only a couple pixels deep. Yeah, that's true. Facts. I'll turn on you when I'm on your show. Watch Benjamin come on here, start saying, fuck Comicsgate and fuck Ominus and fuck all this shit, and I'm out. Click. Oh, man. We'll create some drama. Yeah. That's also true. Maybe you could just create some for the sake of creating it and then use that to get more people to buy your book. I don't know. Failure cause head wounds. Literally, that's true. I would have never known about Elliot until he showed his TMT, and now I'm getting a color print. Hail CG. Heck yeah, man. Yeah, that artwork did a lot for me, man. I'm really grateful that I did that, or that I was able to show it off. Because a bunch of people are like keeping their eyes on me just because of that. So I hope you guys also check out the comic and check it out also. Don burnt the CG fandom at large. Dan with his behavior and statements. Yeah, that was not cool. Are my comments, they're visible now? I can see you, Dave. I had a really great show on Dave's channel. You guys should really check that out. Genuine Comics on YouTube. Great interview. I love his questions. That interview format I also like. There's a variety show format, interview format. I'm going to try to mix it up a little bit. All the usual suspects commenting, no offense, but I find everyone on Twitter to be colossal losers. Thank you very much, Galaxy. No offense taken. It's all good, man. Don't worry about it. Yeah. All right, cool. So yeah, so that's the post there, and this is something interesting that I found. I don't know what this means. I don't know what what do you guys read from this? But this company GameFound has bought Indiegogo. Share some big news. Indiegogo has been acquired by GameFound, the most innovative crowdfunding platform in the world. GameFound. This marks the beginning of a new era of crowdfunding, one that's better for backers, better for creators, full of fresh possibility. Original pioneers of crowdfunding with over 17 years in the industry, 38 million members, 3 billion. Is this anything important? What do you guys think? Should we take a look at that? Is that anything important to comment on? GameFound. They bought Indiegogo. I don't know what that means. If that could be good or bad, I have no idea. No idea at all. But that was news from around the way. Now, to settle all ideas about drama does not sell books. Because take a look at that. I'm still at 98. I need 2 more backers. I need 2 people in the chat to hit to back the book. And we got I got a month away to continue campaigning. So yeah, we're really close. I think 1 more backer is going to put me at 2.8K. I'm $4 away from 2,800. So if someone in the chat could back the book, I would really appreciate it. But yes, so that was it. And now I also wanted to promote some campaigns just to keep you guys informed about stuff. Hold on. Just to keep you guys informed about this. I want to show you guys this, and then I want to show you guys crap. Show you guys that, and then I want to show you guys this, and then I want to show you guys crap. Oh wait, that, and then I want to let me just go ahead and show you guys. Please, I'm going to put all these links in the description below. Please take a look at this. Dale Keown is going to launch Pit soon, launching on the 22nd of August. A little less than a month from now, he's going to launch the highly anticipated Pit trade, which collects issues 1 through 4 in a trade paperback. So he's collecting that. Let's throw all of our support behind Dale. I have no doubt in my mind this campaign is going to clear 100K in the day, maybe a day or 2 or something like that. But yeah. So be sure to back to sign up for this, and yeah, get ready. It's going to launch in 1 month. Please be sure to grab your copy of Pit. They're going to do 4. Volume 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think 5 trades, and then they're going to do the omnibus. So yeah, throw your support behind that. Yeah, man, I'm going to be doing Pit artwork also. I'm going to be not for Dale, no. I'm going to fan art. And I'm going to be doing a fan art piece of Pit. I've never drawn Pit, so it's going to be cool. I don't think I'm going to have too much difficulty because Pit's a big character, but so is Deathmonger. Also, Deathmonger's a big character also. So I think I'm pretty good with drawing big characters, and I'm going to have a lot of fun drawing Pit. So, yeah, just to throw my support behind that also. So check that out. I'll put the link to that in the description below. Also, I want to show you guys this. EVS's Cyber Frog Universe prequels. No, he's at 115,000 US dollars, 1,000 backers. No, from 1,000, he said 1,800 subscribers, on the sign up list. No, so that's a pretty good conversion rate, but I'm pretty sure it's bound to go up more. So please get your books. And I love the artwork. I love what Texas Mofo did with this piece. Also, he brought it to life. It's insane that he could do that. So I was really digging this. Yeah. So you got the Diary of Heather Swain book, and you got the Cyber Frog book, which is drawn by Ben Herrera. And yeah, man. And you got Under Panzerclaws. So great stuff, man. Check that stuff out. Well worth checking out. And I also want to show you guys this. Anatomic. We're so close to beating Yellow Flash. Yellow Flash is at 108, and Shane is currently at 102. So he's got 1,200 backers. Yeah, so sweet. So yeah, you get in on all this great IP, and look at this action. The action panels. Anthony's doing amazing work. The gesture right there. Yeah, great stuff, man. Yeah, great stuff here. You got this cover. I'm going to do an anatomic piece because Shane said there's going to be a fan art contest, I think, again. So I'm going to do an anatomic piece also. It's going to be a lot of fun. I have an idea in mind, but I have to, obviously I have to draw it and execute it. But hopefully you guys dig it. There's a John Mayling cover. Excellent work from John Mayling. You got the Anthony Gonzalez Clark cover. Yeah, great stuff, man. The lenticular card. Get it. And yeah, EVS said they will be doing a pit drawing show on CG Kings just before the pit. Oh, that would be awesome. Yeah, I'm going to need a lot more time to draw my piece because I don't draw my pieces. I can't do my art in 2 hours like that. I can do some of it, but I just can't finish it. So yeah, so be sure to get that. And I'll put the links to all of this. There's Anatomic. Here's Cyber Frog. And sign up for Pit. Pit. What's going on, Scribe Comics? I see you took Rosario out. Were you getting confused for a girl? Is that why? But great to see you in the chat, Scribe. Great to have you here, man. And one thing I also want to share, Cephas. That's how I pronounce it, but I don't know if that's the correct pronunciation. Maybe Benjamin can correct me on that. Cephas #1 or K5 #1. I don't know. He's got 17 backers, 400. He's 56% away from his funding goal. Yeah, this book is amazing. The artwork is insane. Benjamin's colors have improved. Mario Williams, excellent artist. Keith Gleason, he's the creator of Mighty Mascots, excellent letterer. Ben Soto, he's soon to turn. He's going to turn on me on the show when I'll have him here. So look forward to that. I hope to God he's just kidding, but who knows? But yeah, so you get these two covers here, cover A and B for $28 plus shipping. First 50 backers, limited edition trading card by Fabricio. He's got the book in the foil. The magma foil looks amazing. I saw it on the stream on Jake's channel. It looks amazing. I don't know how you do that. I want to do that for my book one day. So here are the preview pages. Beautiful colors, man. Beautiful colors. I'm tempted to ask you to color a piece for me. Super tempted. But I don't know. Like I've done so many colorists to do my stuff, and Emmanuel does my stuff just right. But this looks good also. I think I may reach out to you, man. This looks great. Look at that. Something that I really appreciate about the coloring here is that he's doing the rim lining on the back also. He's playing with that really well. He's got the color here, for example, the blues, and he's got the yellow yellow glue on the contour. Great stuff, man. Great colors. Look at that action. Look at that. It's like Hulkamania. Here, for example, you see it. No, it's got the browns, the blue highlights, and then the yellow contours. Great stuff. Great stuff. So be sure to back this, man. This is great. I dig it. I dig it. Confusing fools. I'm confusing you. This book's looking like, yeah, heck yeah. If anyone has the old Pit number 19, I have my second place Pit fan art contest piece printed in it. Oh, sweet. Second place. Roy, what happened, man? I'm just messing with you, man. But yeah, yo, that's crazy. Number 19. Check it out. It says second place Pit fan art contest in the back. Check it out. All right, so that's it. Now just to give you a quick rundown of what's expected from me from after the campaign. The campaign finishes August 29th. After that, I go back to my this next week, I'm not going to stream. Next week, we have Peruvian Independence Day, so I'm going to be celebrating the Peruvian Independence Day. So next week, me and my family, we're going to hang out, do some stuff. So next week, I'm not going to stream. I'm going to take a break. But then the week after that, I'm coming right back. And then from here on out, I'm going back to my regular streaming schedule. I don't have any more shows lined up. So yeah, I'll be streaming in the mornings. If it's possible, I may jump on Katie Did's show. If it's possible, no, so I may do that. But yeah, I'm not doing any more nighttime streaming. I was able to do that because I had a few days off from work, so I took advantage of those days off. That's why I launched the campaign around this time, because I knew I would be able to promote. 1 second. So I'm congested also. So that's the reason why I was able to do the show, to do shows at night. But from today on out, I'm going to continue doing my morning shows. You guys can catch it on a replay. I'm not going to be here next week. And then the week after that, I'm coming back full force. And then I'm going to come back and back to drawing. And I'm going to start drawing pages. No, not pages just yet. I have to do an art piece for the editor of my book. The editor of my book, Dojo Kun Comics. And I got into an agreement with him to do this a long time ago. So I'm going to I have to do artwork for that. Artwork for Dojo. Excuse me. And then after that, I have to do I also wanted to announce something else. Hold on. Shite. I wanted to announce something else while I can. Crap. So I'm going to work on that piece for Dojo Kun, and then after I do that, I'm going to work on a piece for Fall of Man. Fall of Man is the IP for Paul Bird. Paul, the creator, the owner of AGE Comics. It says, it's official. Fall of Man 3 is launching late summer exclusively on FundMyComic. Sign-up list is live. Back the book and get this great free print by Dawn. Here's the link. I'll put the link for this in the description below. But Paul is doing Fall of Man, and Paul and I, we have a great working relationship. He's the letterer on my comic, and I've been doing cover art for him for Fall of Man issue 1, Fall of Man issue 2, and now Fall of Man issue 3. So I'm going to do a piece of art, a cover art for Fall of Man, and that's going to come out in, I'm assuming, around August, September. So be on the lookout for that. Be on the lookout for Paul. I'm going to have him on the show again also, so we can talk about his comic. hopefully we can do the reveal of the cover of my cover on this show when he comes over. So we have that to look forward to. So yeah, so Fall of Man. In case you don't know what Fall of Man is, I will show you, because I did some artwork for Fall of Man. I think it's some great artwork for Fall of Man. Crap, I don't know if I have the other piece. Crap. I don't have the other art. I thought I did. Shit. Crap. Yeah, okay. I can show it through you. I can show it to you guys here. What is this? AGE. Hold on. Just give me a second, please. Please. Crap. Yeah, okay, here it is. Just give me 1 second. I'll pull this up. I'm very sorry. Just a second. Just a quick second. Yeah, okay. Just in case you don't know what Fall of Man is, this Fall of Man is IP that Paul has worked on. I did the cover art for issue 1. Here's the cover art for issue 1. I did this a few years ago. See if we can check that out. AGE Comics Fall of Man. It's just to give you a quick idea of what this is. It's like X-Men versus Kaijus. So you have, I think that's probably the best explanation. You have a group of people that have powers. For example, you have this characters like Angel. You got this character that shoots hot magma out. You got this lightning character, Kilot. So as these characters taking on kaijus, this is issue number 1. I did the artwork for this. I have the book somewhere around here. But yeah, you have that. And then I also did issue number 2. The cover for issue 2, I think was like one of my better pieces of art. This is the cover for issue 2. Crap, it's too big. Yeah, that's issue 2 right there. Fall of Man, number 2. Kaiju against this helpless character. This was colored by Emmanuel, who does the colors on Ominus. So we have a really cool working relationship. We get to work together and help each other out. So I got that, and then and I'm gonna do issue number 3 also. So issue number 3, the artwork is it promises I'm gonna do a really good job, make a great cover, and yeah. Didn't know you did that. Look for the name Aston. Shout out to Pedro Ang. What? Concept over execution always wins. The winner had a better concept. Winner had a better. Is that true? Concept over execution? Oh wow. Yeah. I always thought, because art is subjective, I always thought that people just pick whatever they liked. I wonder if they will include all that fan art in the contest. Maybe. Shout out to Pedro Ang. Yeah, nice. Aston. Is there a link to the book? That's dope. The drawing was originally for a 5-page Silver Service pit submission that I erased and SS and added those robots. Sweet. I don't know. Scrap. I don't know if you're talking about Art of Roy. You're talking about this. Fallen Man art and San Francisco when they had yeah. So Fallen Man's gonna come out. I don't know when. I'm gonna do some artwork for that. And then after I finish Dojo Kun, after I finish the Fall of Man art, I'm gonna do an anatomic fan art piece for the contest. And then after those 3 pieces, 1, 2, 3, I'm gonna go full steam ahead with Ominus. I'm gonna jump right back into it. By the time I go back to Ominus, it should be around the time when we end the campaign. So after the campaign ends, I'm going right back to drawing the graphic novel, and I will show you guys pages as I get them done. And yeah, so it's going to get exciting because I'm going to draw scenes from the book. Obviously, done. I'm going to show you guys more things about Zadok. So you'll get your books, and then you'll get to see more information, more stuff about him because I'm going to draw his house, where he lives, more environment areas. Also, I'm going to draw his family. You're going to see his family also. So I'm going to have a lot of cool artwork to look forward to. And so I'll be doing that after the campaign ends. This book. Talk about this book here. This logo sucks. Man, that's the logo. Yeah. I did the logo. But yeah, if you have any recommendations, let me know. Yeah, I did the logo for this. And Paul was looking for someone to help out with the logo, and I offered my services, and I did this. I think it looks great, but if you think we should do something else, I don't know. It's up to Paul. If he wants to go with someone else, yeah, that's great. No, but yeah. So that's the logo for that cover, because previously he had something different to it. Previously he had this. That was a previous logo, so it was just did that one. Just need pizzazz. Yeah, definitely, man. If you have any concepts, any ideas, let me know. So that'll be it for today. I just wanted to show you guys that. Check out Pit, check out Cyberfrog, check out Cephas. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correct. Check out Fallen Man is going to come out soon. Please back Ominus. I'm 2 people away from hitting 100 backers, and that's it. And that'll be all for today. And I had a few more things, but we'll talk about that next when I come back. And I will see you guys in 2 weeks. Yes, because I'm not going to stream next week. Next week I'm going to take the week off, and then I'll come back the week after that. I'll come back. What is that? Yeah, the 31st of July, I'm not streaming. The 7th of August, I will be streaming. So yeah. So you guys enjoy the time off. And I have no other guests lined up until then. So hopefully I can get Art of Roy on. I don't know if he's up for that. But yeah, so I'll line up the guests and get some stuff out. So, all right. So thank you very much. Please back the book. Spread the word. Thank you very much for all your support so far. I really appreciate it. And I will see you guys in 2 weeks. You guys be safe. Have a great one. Take care. Now, how do I get off this thing? Oop, that's gone. I'm going to leave. I'm going to try to play a video, and then hopefully it plays. If it doesn't play, I'll come back. Yeah, you guys take care. You guys be safe. I think it's this one. All right. You guys be safe. Take care. I'm out.